Hello everyone, this is Jay from the GBUKJai and welcome back to the final of Pac-Man World for the PS1. Now before we go and face Toc-man, I need to actually go back because I mentioned, I believe in the last episode, in case you guys missed it, in order to get 100% or towards 100% anyway, you actually have to collect every letter. You don't have to do the bonus, but you have to collect every letter for it to actually show up as percent. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that's all done. You do get a congratulations message just to let you know that you've actually done it, so at least you've got that. Unfortunately, there's no way to check to see if you there's no on the screen where it says, oh hey, you've gotten all letters, or you've saved everyone or whatever. It's just, you get that congratulations. Same with the mazes. That unlocks the marathon mazes. You don't get no other indication, so it's just congratulations, you've gotten all the letters. And then once you do that, well, it put me up to 95%. And in order to get it 100%, you actually have to do the mazes. You have to do the marathon maze. You have to go back to the title screen. So make sure you save. Go back to the title screen. Go into mazes. Click on circle to do the marathon, which basically goes through all the mazes. Once you've completed all of them, you unlock the gallery, and you can look at beta art and just sketches and drawings and different things like that, proof of concepts and whatnot, and that counts as 5%. I'm not sure why, but it does. It's kind of weird. You'll see. Otherwise, you'll just be stuck at 95% when you start this game. But if you don't care about that, it doesn't really matter. But with that said, guys, let's go crash that party.
Now, here's the guy you've all been waiting for. Let's hear it for Pac-Man!
Look, here I am. Love me. Don't run. How about a hug? You've interfered with my plans for the last time, Pac-Man.
So he's actually little there, but he's actually big here. So this is Toc-man's lair. What makes me laugh is that he's all like, "Here I am, love me," and I'm like, the ghosts are afraid of Pac-Man, dude. Like, what do you expect? Like, is he like in so much denial? Does he really think that the ghosts are scared of him, man? Well, at least once he's got Power Pellet anyway. But, you know, they're scared of Pac-Man, and to an extent, I'm pretty sure they're scared of Miss Pac-Man. I mean, she had her own game, like she said when she gets captured. If she had a Power Pellet, you know, like, don't underestimate it. I'm sure the whole family could technically if they really wanted to, but you know, I kind of like how they mentioned that because, you know, she did have her own game, which I think was a harder version of the Pac-Man, or it might have been an easier. I felt like it was one or the other. There had to be some sort of difference, you know. Because, you know, it's just Pac-Man with a bow, really, pretty much. Alright, and she got eyelashes, but, like, to highlight that she's more like a girl, but still, same with the rest of the family, and, like, well, the teacher isn't family, it's more like friends, but, yeah, so this is the boss fight, the final boss fight. And as you can see here, what he tends to do is he uses your abilities. He's literally a copy of yourself. You know, you wanted to be Pac-Man, and here he is, even copying your abilities. So he starts off with the pellets. He creates a massive shockwave, which you can either butt bounce or jump over. But he'll also drop his own pellets that we can collect for ourselves. And what do? You retaliate. You can, you know, hold to do the big one, but I don't bother. I feel like it's a waste of time. And he's always like walking towards you, very slowly, but he's still always walking towards you. You know, every now and again he'll throw fireballs at you. So if you run out of pellets, he will shoot out more, at least until you reduce his health to a certain amount of time. As you saw earlier there, I got hit. I literally have 1 life, but I'm not worried. This boss fight's really not that hard, especially since your family members help you, as you might have saw there. Like, I got hit and I ran out of health, and my dog came to help me. So pretty much, once you're out of health, your family members will come along and they will basically give you a full amount of health recovery. So that's about like 5 or 6 times. I mean, if you're already struggling on this boss fight, but I've practiced and it's not too difficult. I'd probably say this is the best boss fight out of them all, though. And I actually think it's really cool. You know, you are fighting essentially a copy of yourself. You know, think of it like you know, like Sonic to Metal Sonic, even though we didn't even get a fight like that with Metal Sonic, it was just a race. But, you know, or maybe, I don't know, Silver Sonic is a bit more like that in Sonic 2, or maybe like Mecha Sonic or something, but you get the idea. It's essentially, you know, your rival type of battle. Once you reduce him to a certain amount of health, that's when you'll actually get to damage him a little bit more, like so. Because he basically gives you like 1 pellet when you're close to beating him. And what do? We butt bounce him, and then he moves on to his butt bounce. Now, thing to note about his butt bounce, right? Massive shockwave. Hits everywhere. Even if you're not close to it, it will still hurt you. You want to be, yeah, like just there. You just see it there. You need to be jumping, otherwise you're going to get hit. Doesn't matter if it's on the other side of the screen. That hitbox is just everywhere. You know, it covers the whole area. So you want to be bouncing, and of course, the more you hit him, the more he bounces. But it's really not that hard. This music's alright. I don't mind it. I like the piano. Kind of reminds me of like something you'd hear for like Dracula. You know, wow, Dracula. Maybe like Castlevania. You know, that's a game I've not played, guys. I've not played a Castlevania game. I know Mark has. Oh, thank you, Professor Pac. I appreciate it. I feel like I should try it because I feel like I would like it, but I know Mark has. Maybe one day I'll try it. Who knows? I hear good things about certain Castlevania games. I don't know. There's just so many games I've just not played, you know, and I think, why haven't I played it yet? Still haven't played Jak and Daxter. I know. You're a Pac-Man fan. You haven't played Jak and Daxter. What's wrong with you? Right. Final phase. He revs up. Does his spin dash, peel out, whatever you want to call it, you know, his rollout attack. Toc-man used rollout. It wasn't very effective. Best tip I can give you, right? Once he does the rollout, wait for a bit, bounce, and then go into the center. He will literally just go around in a circle and he won't hit you. It's really not that hard to dodge. If you're too close to him, he will start bouncing. So keep your distance so you don't have to bother about that and just rev into him. I'm not sure if you can even butt bounce into him. I assume you can if you want to. I don't know, I might try it. Where is he? I guess I can't. Well, I tried, but it wouldn't really let me. Yeah, now he's doing that. Yeah, see, I can't hit him now. If I had a pellet, I could. Okay, that was my fault. I deserve that. Alright, let's finish him. And now he's back to his little self. KO. Pac-Man wins. Wow, now that was a bit unnecessary. It was a ghost all along. A grey ghost. Very different.
It's so unfair. You ruined everything. Nobody loves a ghost.
Pac-Man, you got any sympathy? Nah. He's like, come here, bud. Come here. And this is why they love me. Because I eat ghosts and stuff. Waka waka. Anyway, there's that 100% I was telling you about. Congratulations, you just killed a ghost. Oh wait, ghosts can't die. But I don't know, you could kind of think, well, damn, Pac-Man. I mean, that ghost essentially did what he did because, you know, no one likes ghosts. I guess no one really likes Casper. I'm sorry, Casper. You know, and he tried to be like him. But, I mean, again, he's going for the wrong audience, you know what I mean? The ghosts are afraid of Pac-Man. But still, he did kind of kidnap, like, his whole family and stuff. You know what I mean? So, it's like... Revenge, bitch! Anyway, so, we have to go into the options to get the credits, because I'm pretty certain it just doesn't play normally. So once we do that, we go to the credits here. But you might have saw there, you unlock outtakes when you beat Toc-man for the first time. And they're not particularly funny. I mean, they're outtakes. What do you expect? They're basically just, you know, like these little animations that we saw earlier. They're alright. They're not like too amazing, but you know, I always appreciate when games do little things like that, you know. But it might be worth having a check of the gallery, you know, might see some concept art for what Pac-Man maybe what used to be or what, you know, what they were trying to do and stuff. Always like that as well, like, you know, when you find out like Sonic used to be this, used to be that, he wasn't even, you know, like planned to be a Sonic and Hedgehog, sorry, you know, things like that. You know, it always interests me to see where developers' designs kind of change and where they, you know, where they end up going and where they used to be and stuff, you know. So that's pretty cool. But that is Pac-Man World, guys. It's been so long since I played this. I'm glad I got a chance to play this again for you. I won't be covering 2 and 3 because I'm not really familiar with them as much. And well, I mean, I have played them at least once, and I don't particularly remember enjoying them too much. So at least I don't have any plans to play them. So you never know, maybe one day in the future, if the channel is still, if we're still doing this by the time I get to it. So I don't know, I'm not too sure. But with that said, next week I will have something new, so there will be something new starting for next Tuesday. So you know, be sure to tune in next Tuesday, because that's when I've been uploading the last parts of Pac-Man World, because we'll have a new Let's Play starting. But yeah, I feel like this is one of like underrated ones. You know, that platformer on the PS1 that people don't really talk about. You hear people talk about Crash, you hear people talk about Spyro. You know, I even hear people talk about Rayman and how ball-bustingly hard it is, and how people really enjoy Rayman 2. And I even hear, you know, every now and then about Croc, again, how bloody hard it is. But I don't really hear people talk about Pac-Man World. I hear them talk about Pac-Man on the arcade, sure. You know, Pac-Man on the Sega Mega Drive, which I think is basically just a port of the arcade, you know, things like that. But not Pac-Man World, not really. And I feel like if you can find this cheap somewhere, note cheap, because, you know, PS1 games are expensive nowadays. They go for a lot of pros. Then I'd recommend giving it a shot if you are a platformer fan. I'd recommend giving it a try because I think this one is at least solid. I think it was the more solid out of the three. Personally, I have not tried the Ghostly Adventures of Pac-Man, so I can't really comment on them. But Pac-Man World 1, I had fun. I really enjoyed it, and you know, it was a part of my childhood just like the other platformers. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, be sure to subscribe to keep up with all of our gaming videos, all of our Let's Plays, and like I say, be back next Tuesday as we'll be starting a new series. But this has been Pac-Man World. I've been Jay from the GBUKJai. Appreciate your guys' support, and I hope to see you guys in the next Let's Play. Till then guys, take care.